All right, I can tell you're coming out of it. Oh, this is so exciting. Now, listen. You have to listen very carefully. Now, I don't want you to panic, okay? I don't want you to fight. Just go with it, okay? I'll take off the blindfold, but you have to swear that you're not going to freak out, okay? This is going to be a great thing if you'll just let it be. Now, I'm going to take it off very slowly. I want you to remain completely and totally calm. Now I'm going to reach up. Now you're going to feel me touch the side of your head. Oh, your beautiful head. I love it so much. I can't believe you're actually here. This is the best day of my life. Oh, it's the best day since the last time you came to see me. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze your head just a little bit. It has nothing to do with the blindfold. I just love squeezing your head. Sorry, I'm trying to contain myself. I'm telling you to be calm, and I can't be calm myself. Now I'm going to take it all the way off. Now you hold still. Oh, hey, do you remember me? You probably don't remember me. I kind of borrowed you a year or two ago. Do you remember that? And there was this whole restraining order business, and I'm so glad we got all that behind us now. You have the prettiest little nose I've ever seen. Look at that. Can I ask you a personal question? I mean, I don't guess you have to answer it, but if you had work done, I mean, is that your real nose? Because it's like a little button. It's just like, woo. Can I touch it? I don't have the sickness. Can I touch it? I haven't been tested, but, you know, I mean, I'm fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I look at that and it's just the cutest little thing. How have you been? Wow, look at you. Your skin is so pretty. Like it looks like you could just fillet it and fry it. It's like milky. I just want to lick it sometimes. I mean, it's nothing personal. It's not because I'm weird or anything. I mean, I know that kind of sounds weird if you take it out of context, but you are so pretty. I mean, you look nice from a distance, like if I'm watching you from my car with my binoculars. I mean, you look really cute when you take out the trash. Have you ever seen yourself when you take out the trash? You're adorable. And then I noticed for a while you weren't checking your mail. You had somebody else bring in the mail in the house. Who was that? Is that your friend? How come I'm not your friend? Why can't I bring in your mail? Why'd you stop talking to me? Oh no, we were friends. We used to hang out. We used to have good times together. Remember we used to go get banana splits and root beer floats and stuff? You don't remember that? It's just funny how the mind will play tricks on you sometimes. I mean, you know, you got away from me. And I don't appreciate that very much, by the way. It wasn't very nice for you to do that. Yes, we did go get banana splits. We did get root beer floats. We did, if I say we did. Because I have an exquisite memory. And I have an eye for detail like this. You see this? Does this look familiar to you? This is the llama pendant. It's just like the one you were talking about in your video last night. And you know what I did? As soon as I saw it, I went out and I bought one. I'm not going to tell you where I got it. Even if you ask me, I am not going to tell you. Oh, no, you can't leave yet. No. We have some things to do. I thought it would be wonderful. I thought it'd be so much fun if I could fix your makeup and do your face, because I've noticed since you've been spending so much time at home, you've been kind of neglecting your makeup. Total honesty here, total honesty. I would never hurt your feelings, but I've been watching you through your kitchen window and I've noticed that you've been getting up later in the mornings. You're not getting up at 6 anymore. You're getting up at 6:30. Your alarm doesn't even go off at 6 anymore. What's that about? And why did you buy those pajamas? Did you get them on Amazon? You know, you should be really careful handling your mail. Is the person bringing it in for you? Are they disinfecting it? You should be doing that. You should be handling it with gloves. Why are you wearing those pajamas? That color doesn't look good on you. It's lilac. That is definitely not in your color scheme. It makes you look pasty and sick. And the last thing I want is for you to look pasty and sick. That would be terrible. Sorry. I got off on a tangent, but I just wanted to do something nice for you. So what I did was, can you please stop talking? I mean, you talk a lot, but you don't listen. And that's one of the things you need to work on. You really need to work on your listening skills, because I think while you've been stuck at home, you've kind of lost some of your social niceties. You have lost your sense of social propriety, so to speak. So I thought it'd be really great if you would just listen to me, but I don't want you to let yourself go during this time of crisis, and I wanted you to know, number one, above all, that I'm here for you, and now you are here for me, and that's really great. See, now we can be here for one another. That is the most important thing during all this, is that you and I, we have each other, and forget everybody else, because you know what? Nobody else out there cares. I care. See, look. You hear all those people out there mowing their yard, closing their car doors, the kids running around in the street. They don't care. They don't care about us. We have to look out for one another, because they're not going to do it. They're just going to take and take and take and take. Well, we won't let them, will we? It is such an honor. I can't believe you're back here in my house. And you look better than ever. You look so lovely all the time. You look so put together. What is that, a t-shirt? Why aren't you wearing something nicer, though? I mean, I dressed up for you. Remember this? You have one just like it. I looked and looked in thrift stores until I found one just like it. It took me 3 years, but I found one, because just like you, and I want to be just like you, I shop in thrift stores all the time now. I'm so happy. Of course, they're shutting them all down Friday at 5, but up until then, I'm a thrifter just like you. It's great. So, but see, I dressed up for you. I got my pendant. I got my little top here. I put on some earrings, and you show up wearing a t-shirt. I mean, I just don't understand. I waited. I gave you an extra hour this morning before I came and liberated you from your house. Seems like you could have dressed a little nicer than that. I mean, t-shirts and yoga pants. I mean, it just, can... What happened to your sense of style? I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed right now, because you always look so put together. Don't you know that you are my idol? Don't you know that? I want to be like you when I grow up. And you always look so nice, and you just got yourself together. And then when I came to liberate you, you started flailing around, and you kicked me. You kicked me in the crotch, and even for a female, that hurts. Do you ever, as a female, have you ever been kicked right where gonads would be? As a woman, it still hurts. I got in a street fight one time with a raccoon. Same thing happened. And it bit me, and then my joints wouldn't work right for like 2 years, and I was laid up in the bed. And it gave me a lot of time to watch Dr. Phil. And the good thing about that was I learned a lot about myself during that time. You shouldn't kick a female between the legs. That is painful. If they talk about how it hurts men to get kicked in the gonads, but it hurts for women too. So you didn't look terribly well put together when I got you here. So I had to deal with that. I mean, I kind of, just put you down for a little bit. And well, let's not worry about how I did it. Don't ask about that injection site. It's fine. It's red, but we put some Neosporin on it. It'll be okay. I tried to comb your hair a little bit. You had knots in your hair. Have you not brushed your hair today? Well, I took care of that. I brushed it, and I spent, oh gosh, what was it? 20 minutes brushing your hair. I did 100 strokes on each side, and then I did 100 strokes on the back. just with the finest boar bristle brush I have. And only the best for you. I didn't use any cheap dollar store brush on your hair because I like your hair and I didn't want to break it, especially since you probably can't go see your beautician. Yeah, I imagine the shops are all shut and, everybody's going to know what color hair you really have here for long. I can't help you with that. Sorry. I guess this is when the cracks start to show, isn't it? They're going to see how much gray hair you really have, and yeah, it could be devastating. So, I thought the best thing we could do today is do some makeup. Now, I can't help you with your clothes because I think that's a bridge too far. I mean, even for me, I wouldn't want to undress you because then, if you press charges. I mean, I'm just thinking if I did that, it might be worse for me. Probably the best thing I could do is just keep you here. There's a lot of craziness going on out there. The neighbors' kids are running around. They're beating on people's trash cans like drums. It's like Lord of the Flies out there. They're going to build a bonfire and start sacrificing one another. It might be better if you just stay here, because here at my house, you're going to be safe. And your safety is of utmost concern to me because I cannot imagine what the world would be like without you. I think I'd die. I'd die. Do you want that on your conscience? Do you want me to die? I almost go cross-eyed when I look at you. You don't look in real life like you do from afar. Isn't that something? You're the reason I moved here. Do you know that? I didn't even grow up here. I came here because you were here. And, that's part of what makes you so special, because you brought me to this area. And I really appreciate that. I don't know why you're struggling. Look, you don't even worry about it. You don't even need your hands, okay? So it's fine that they're tied behind your back because you're not even going to need them. Do you have an itch? Like, does your nose itch? Does your forehead itch? Here, I'm going to just rub your whole face. Rub the face. Is that better? Does that fix it? Your eyebrows are looking bad too. Here. Let's put some stuff on them. Before we do anything else, we're going to draw in some eyebrows because they're looking rough. Who does your brows? Does the lady who does your hair, does she do your brows, or do you have that done elsewhere? I know somebody's doing them because they look better than they did for a while. Cat got your tongue? You don't want to talk to me? Well, that's okay. You know what? You don't have to talk. It's okay. You get comfortable. If I can loosen the ropes just a little bit, I will, if that will make you a little more comfortable. Now, I'm not going to loosen them too much because remember what happened the last time you were here? We went with zip ties that time, and you struggled a bit. And you ended up damaging your wrist, and then you tried to get your lawyer to tell the judge it was my fault. You did that. I wasn't the one pulling against the zip tie. It was you. It was your choice. I don't know why you try to make it about me. But you know what my mom always told me? She said friendship is about forgiveness. It's about forgiveness. And if you want to have a lifelong friend, you have to be willing to forgive things and forget. You can't just forgive, you have to forget. And I'm trying to forget. I think I have forgiven you. But the forgetting part has been more difficult. And I think this is going to be something wonderful for you. Because how often are people honest with you? I just don't think you have honest people in your life. And I'm really glad that I was able to hatch my plan and go get you. Because we all need that in life, We need someone who cares, and I just don't think anybody cares about you the way I do. And the longer you're here, the more you're going to see how much I care. You just need to be here a little while. You and me, nobody else. Oh, I live alone. It's just us. I have this teddy bear. call him Forrest, and Forrest is my friend. And sometimes at night I'll talk to my friend, and when we discuss things in life that concern me. But now the three of us can talk, you and me and Forrest. We can sit and have tea. I'll feed it to you. Of course, your arms are going to be tied down and your legs are going to be tied to the chair, and the chair is going to be bolted to the floor. But I can feed you tea and little biscuits. We could cut some bread in little triangles and put some frilly little food on it. We could eat finger sandwiches and Nutter Butters, and we could have cookies and have a good time, and then we don't have to worry about going outside. See, I've been planning for this for 6 months, ever since that ridiculous restraining order was, I realized it was close to being over, and, I was hoping you wouldn't get it renewed, which you forgot to do, so it just, it's like you wanted me to do this. I think subconsciously you did. So here we are. And just like the olden days, remember when we were kids together and we used to go to one another's house, and you would do my makeup and I would braid your hair, and no, we did know each other as children. See, you just don't remember. Your memory is faulty. See, I used to come to your house and you never could remember my name. Remember how you wouldn't share your toys with me and I would cry, and your mama was mean to me, and your house was so cold, and it was very unhospitable. You don't remember any of that? Maybe you just blocked it out. See, that's not healthy. That's one thing I learned after that raccoon bit me and I was stuck in bed. You can't block out your past. You have to come to terms with it. So I think your time here in my home is going to be a wonderful sense of peaceful reflection. Like if I had a raccoon, maybe I could get him to bite. You see, raccoons sometimes have this bacteria in their saliva, and it can really mess you up. I don't have any raccoons right now. It's very unfortunate. I don't ever see them. And I never thought that'd be a bad thing till now. But I think it is a bad thing. But no, you're going to stay with me, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself. It's going to be a great time of personal growth and renewal. And yeah, we're gonna take good care of you. Now, I have these 2 colors of foundation here. We're gonna start with your face and a good foundation. I have N3, which is natural buff. And then I have N4, which is buff beige. Now, I know you use this kind of foundation. And I know you bought a new bottle just a few days ago. Now, which one of these do you want to go with? N3. Good. I'm glad you're speaking to me now. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm just going to use my hands. Don't worry, I washed them yesterday. I'm just going to get some of this here and put it all down that cute little nose. I just want to make a clay mask of you. Can we do that later? Now, it would involve me slathering plaster of Paris and stuff all over your face. And you'd have to hold still. Of course, I don't imagine that'd be too hard because you don't really have a choice. But I thought I should at least ask you how you feel about it before I do it. We could do a plaster thing and do a cast, like a mask that looks like you. It's like your face. I believe we should do that. Hold your head up a little bit. How did you get your neck to look like that? Go like that. Your neck looks like a swan without the feathers. Of course, that doesn't actually sound too good. It'd probably be all bumpy and, yeah. You have a lovely neck. If a swan was a person, it'd look like you. Did you know that you're my favorite person in the whole world? I don't know if I told you that, but you are like my favorite person ever. And I wouldn't buy L'Oreal for just anybody, so you know it's true. I think we are going to be best friends all over again, just like when we were little. You remember that? Well, we were just talking about it a minute ago. You were telling me about how I used to come to your house. Remember, we would have banana splits, and your mother loved me. You were just saying that. I think we need to get your head examined. There's something not right with you. Well, don't worry, because after you've been here for a while, everything is going to make perfect sense. You're just not quite synced up yet. Like, you just need some time to relax and refresh your spirit. And I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to brush your face. I'm just going to make you look so pretty. Well, I mean, you're already pretty, but I'm going to make you look presentable. I'm going to make you look like you're headed out to the store. Because, I mean, no offense, but your skin without makeup just doesn't look as nice. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's a little too pale now that I look at it. You know, I feel like since we've known each other for so long, I'm really starting to see the flaws. But I love you anyway. You're still my best friend. You've always been my best friend. Can I be your best friend? I think I already am your best friend. You just don't know it yet. But in due time, I do believe you will come around and you will understand how much I care about you. Because I really do. I care so much about you. You know, I already bought you some birthday presents. I did. I'm going to spoil it too. I got you some toilet paper. I thought it would be a funny joke. Do you know how many stores I had to go to get it? And it's the really cheap, nasty kind. But it was all I could find. I thought it would be funny. I wanted to get hand sanitizer, but nobody had it. And I asked one cashier, and she threw a stapler at me for even asking about it. So I think they're a little sensitive about that right now. Now we have some Instantly Ageless here by Jeunesse. I'm going to put some of this under your eyes because no offense, but yeah, some bags going on under those eyes right there. I know it's allergy season and it exacerbates things, which that means it makes things worse. Well, I mean, you grew up in the South, so you probably don't know what that means, but you have to give it a minute. You see, you give it a minute and it dries, it tightens up. That's looking better. It looks less like a frog's ass now. Okay. That's going to do it. Now, for your eyes, we have Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer from Elizabeth Mott. You see this? See, I'm bringing out the good stuff for you because you matter. I used to buy cheap makeup before I met you. And of course, since we've been friends forever, you changed my life permanently. You want to tell me what all that legal business was about? I didn't want to go there. I kept thinking, no, don't get upset. Don't bring it up. Just forgive and forget. Like your mama said, forgive and forget. Just let it go. What was that about? What was all that about? Did you seriously have to go get a lawyer and take me to court and tell them I kidnapped you? Why would you even say that? You stirred up such a fuss for everybody. And for what? For what? All I did was bring you over to my house for a visit. You made it sound like some kind of awful thing that I did. Well, I hope you learn your lesson because I tell you, it's taken a lot of time for me to really process what you did. I don't know. Forgive and forget. And I hope you can learn to forgive and forget too. Like this whole thing about, oh, I'm tied up. Oh, I can't leave. Oh, she took me from my home. Oh, she dragged me out to a van and drove me away. maybe you can learn to really understand the motivations behind things people do and not just jump to conclusions all the time. You try to make everything sound bad. Well, okay, if you can't see it in any other way, then you need to learn to forgive and forget. That's what you need to do. You got to learn to do it, seriously. I went to Dollar Tree and I got some of your LA Colors eyeliner. Now, I did not have any because as much as you love it, every time I put it on, it makes my skin break out in a rash. I think it has cooties or something, but you don't seem to have a problem with it, so maybe it's just me. I seem to be allergic to the weirdest things. You ever have that happen? You know, I'm allergic to air conditioning. I am. I'm allergic to air conditioning. And Super Tuesday, it's very strange. So it gets a little toasty here in the summertime, but you'll get used to it. You know, if you live without air conditioning for a while, you don't even notice you don't have it anymore. Cross ventilation is a great thing anyway. You just open some windows, it's the same thing. And I have your, I hope I got the right thing. This it, the Maybelline Great Lash. I couldn't see all the way into your bathroom from the kitchen. I tried to. And then I climbed up on a ladder and I tried to look into your bedroom to see if I could see any of your makeup in there. You had the curtains drawn. I went to a lot of trouble to get up there. So I will say thanks for nothing for that. I don't know. Hold still. I'm going to put on some mascara. Close your eyes halfway. Just like, oh, I can't do it, but. All right, look up. Yep. It's okay though. We're going to get through this together, you and me. We don't need anybody else. We can already see that. That's already been proven. You got me. I got you. And we're going to be all right together. All right, now. I'm helping it dry. Okay, hold still. Quit blinking. You're going to mess it up. That really opens your eyes up. Much better. Brings out the color in your eyes. That t-shirt does nothing for you, though. I can put on all the makeup in the world. You're not going to look any better. Fortunately, I do have some very fancy trash bags. I think we can work with those. I have one from Sportsman's Warehouse that's a really pretty dark green color and it has these little trees on it. I'm thinking if I cut a hole in that, we might be able to fashion a top out of it for you. That would cover up most of the t-shirt. I don't know what to do other than that. I have the Sportsman's Warehouse bag. I have some lawn and leaf bags, but they're clear. And that's not going to do a thing for you because it's not going to cover those colors that are terrible for you. Now I have this here from Cella. And it's going to make you look even prettier. Now this applicator has a little foam tip and a brush. I'm not going to use the brush on you. I'm going to use the little foam applicator. And we're going to go with a dark brown. That doesn't go with your ugly top, but we're going to have to cover that up with something. If that won't work, I'll go outside down to the creek and I'll get some mud and I'll just cover you in creek mud. When it dries, it'll be about the same color as this eyeshadow. Close your eyes. I don't know why you won't close them. I don't know why you have to keep looking at me. Are you obsessed with me? You keep looking at me like you are. You know, that wouldn't be an altogether terrible thing if you were. Think about it. If you were obsessed with me and I was obsessed with you, we could sit around looking at each other all day. And then we could look deep into each other's eyes and learn and see each other's soul. And it would be like looking out into the universe. We could have staring contests while we're at it if we get bored. Do you like pinochle? I'm not even exactly sure what it is. For a long time, I thought it was a nut. I thought it was like peanuts or pistachios. But then I came to find out it was not. I mean, I can stare longer than you. Look at me. I'm not even blinking. I can outstare you. That's awesome. I'm the staring champion of 1989 on bus 100 from my middle school. That record still stands today because they totaled that bus in 1990. All right. And I got really fancy for you. Look, I went out and got MAC powder. I've never bought anything from them in my life. So you know I'm serious about it. I even got a color that I think will work for you. Now this powder is going to make your skin look nice and smooth. You look a lot better. Now see, now you look like you do when I see you normally. And I want to see you looking this way every day. It's very important to maintain a routine during these trying times. And I am so glad that I can be the one to do that for you. You know, a thank you would be nice. A thank you would be nice. I'm talking to you about a thank you. No? That's okay. You'll learn to love me. You go learn to love me. You got plenty of time to do so. Well, let me think here. Now we got your foundation. We got the under eye stuff, the eyeshadow primer, eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow, and powder. I think that's good enough. I do not have any lipstick for you. I'm thinking maybe we're going to leave you without it today. Just keep an informal look. Because I think any color that I have would clash with that god-awful shirt. Seriously, I wish you had put a little bit more effort into it before I liberated you today. It would have been a much more pleasant experience if you had done so. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to have to drag somebody out of their house when they look like that. I mean, you almost look like you wanted me to do it. It's just, I don't know. If you're going to be liberated from your house, you should at least look a little bit more presentable. That's all I'm saying. Not really a critique. I'm just trying to help. And you really need to learn to take constructive criticism, okay? I know people have told you that. Usually followed up with calling you a bitch or something like that. But you need to learn to take some constructive criticism. And that's what I'm here to offer you, because I am your best friend, okay? The way I see it, I'm your only friend. Because I'm the only one who's going to go to the extremes and do the things for you that need to be done. I really hope that in the end this is all going to be worth it. You know, because at least this time you can't run to a lawyer or anybody because everybody's busy right now. So, you kind of stuck with me. And I've never been happier about anything in my life. I tell you what, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. Oh, God. Okay. What are your plans for this evening? You don't have any plans? Perfect. I have plans. I know what we should do. I totally know what we should do. Okay. First of all, we have to figure out what we're going to eat. Now, do you want me to make a meal? I can cook. I make really good beef stew or lasagna or casseroles, anything like that. Or would you rather go out and get something from somewhere? Now, we can't eat in restaurants. All the dine-in stuff is out. You can do curb service or drive-through. That's all. So, I was thinking Arby's. We'll go get some Arby's roast beef and some curly fries, you know, and some drinks. and then we could sit out back. Well, I'll sit out back. You will be tied to the chair that's bolted to the floor, but I can open the sliding door. There's nobody back there, so don't even think about screaming. I can't leave a gag in your mouth while you eat. So, but just know that there's no one around for miles and miles back there. And the people up front can't hear because their kids are always outside screaming. So it's like the captive person who called wolf. I mean, if anybody hears screaming around here, they just assume it's the neighbor's kids. So we're going to have Arby's. And then listen to this. I'm going to do a sugar scrub on your feet. I'm going to take your shoes off and your socks, and I'm going to use a charcoal sugar scrub on your feet and on your hands. We're going to do the hands and the feet, and then we're going to play Monopoly for 3 hours. And then because you are so sweet, you're going to let me win, and then we're going to watch Love Boat. It's going to be the greatest night ever. We're going to have so much fun. And in the morning, we'll get up and we'll have some breakfast. I'll make bacon and waffles. It's just the start of a wonderful life together. Just 2 best friends hanging out and enjoying one another's company for the rest of their lives. Think about it. We can be together until we die. Wouldn't it be great if we died at the same time, and that way we wouldn't have to spend any time alone? We would never get lonely ever again. Oh, I am so glad you picked me to be your best friend. I feel so honored to be here today with you. And it was so sweet of you and to invite me over. I love your home. It is beautiful. It's not my home. It's your home. You live here. This is your house. What are you talking about? It's not my house. No, I wouldn't live. No. There you go again, making jokes. You are so funny. I love how funny you are. Your sense of humor is really going to help get us through these trying times. And I'm so grateful for that. I can't think of anybody I'd rather have with me right now than you. So thank you so much for coming over. I really appreciate it. Well, I'm going to go get some Arby's. First, I need to check all the knots. I need to check all the bolts. I need to check everything. And I really hate to do it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cover you back up. You see, you know how it is when you have a bird and you put them in a cage, and if they get noisy, you can cover the cage with a cloth and they calm down and get quiet. Yeah, so that's what we're going to have to do with you. So while I'm gone, I want you to be nice and quiet. I don't want you to think about all the good things that you have in your life. All of the blessings and the wonderful things that you have. I want you to just meditate on those things. And don't worry about anything going on out there while I go get us something to eat. So we're going to do Arby's, scrub the feet and the hands. And then we're going to play Monopoly. And you're going to let me win. And then we're going to watch Love Boat to cap off the evening just right. And if you're extra good, I may let you have some sun drop. But only if you're good. If you're naughty, you don't get any. Okay? So I really hate to do this. But you leave me no choice. Because I just think as soon as I leave, you're going to start shrieking. And I can't have that. So thank you again for being here with me. This is going to be wonderful. I'm off to Arby's, okay, sweetheart? Oh, my best friend, I love you so much. This is wonderful. All right, darling. Bye-bye.